Wayne Ewing was born on a small family farm near Meadville, Pennsylvania in 1916. At 3 years old, he had his first job, taking care of the family pigs. By the time he was 18, he had developed a lifelong love of music and played with his brothers at a local Grange Hall on Saturday nights, charging 25 cents for admission and a nickel for special requests. This love of playing music would stick with him throughout his lifetime. Wayne graduated from high school, built his own house by hand, and had a job building roads until a new Democrat governor got elected in 1934 and replaced all Republican laborers with Democrats. So he went to the biggest employer in town and, through tenacity, gumption, and pluck, got a job as the assistant to the janitor. By 1940, he had worked his way up, serving an apprenticeship and earning a certificate of completion. Soon, he moved to Detroit to try his hand at automotive tooling, forming Aerosmith Tool. By 1943, he persuaded 20 of his men to uproot their families and move to Los Angeles, the center of manufacturing for the aerospace industry. Wayne served as the president of SME from 1959 to 1960. He sold Aerosmith with some 300 employees in 1982, but kept the land, which soon became Wally Park, Los Angeles. He became an SME Fellow in 1989, and in 1990 received the prestigious Joseph A. Siegel Award for unique and significant contribution to the mission of SME, in particular for his contributions to apprenticeship efforts and for his part in the creation and expansion of Westech. Ewing learned from his first and only patent that a patent does little more than bestow upon the patent holder the right to sue, and he had no interest in that. Instead, he became one of the forefathers of open source engineering, forming an annual gathering where West Coast machine tool manufacturers could show each other their wares. Later, working with SME and Los Angeles Mayor Sam Yorty to back the building of the original Los Angeles Convention Center, this gathering of machine tool manufacturers would expand to become Westech and inspire Easttech, Southtech, Hughes-Techs, and many other such gatherings. Along the way, Wayne Ewing and his crew made machine tools, like the one that assembled the parts for super skates. They made 52 titanium suits of armor for the 1948 movie Joan of Arc, starring Ingrid Bergman. They were the first to mass-market ornamental gate hardware, which eventually sold to Stanley Tools. They made parts for and assembled the F-1 engines for the Apollo rockets to the moon, contributed to the space shuttle programs and North American railroads, paved the way for turbochargers and automobiles, and refined and invented myriad manufacturing processes. With only an apprenticeship to his credit, Wayne Ewing and his company, Aerosmith Tool and Die, became synonymous with can-do engineering. He insisted that everyone at Aerosmith start with the idea that whatever it was, he and his crew could figure out how to do it, and do it at a fair price while providing a fair wage. There were many things to be proud of, to be sure, but it was his contribution to people that made him stand out. Many considered Wayne one of the kindest and most generous men they had ever met. He lived a life of gratitude for his employees, treated them right, and never had a union try to form in his shop. For Wayne never forgot his humble beginnings, nor the opportunity he got to serve an apprenticeship in metals, working under and learning from men who were solving problems in real time. And so Wayne had an apprenticeship program at Aerosmith and took it upon himself to form, foster, and foment over 200 apprenticeship programs with SME, the California Apprenticeship Council, and throughout the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Today, tens of thousands can trace their livelihoods back to the origination of those apprenticeship programs. And finally, throughout his career, Wayne Ewing handed out over 10,000 lapel pins, emblazoned with the simple, perhaps uniquely American slogan, "Can Do." And one of his first bequests was a gift to the Society of Manufacturing Engineers Endowment Fund for Education to ensure that others might be afforded similar opportunities to the one he had. to leave the farm and become a can-do American manufacturing engineer.